How do you learn songs in an emergency? You're gonna cover for somebody, you only have a couple hours before the gig, maybe even only one day, but you don't really have time to sit down and learn each song impeccably. How are you gonna put together 10 songs that you don't really know? Or how are you gonna learn a few covers on the way to the gig? You wanna impress. This is not the best situation. I have a method of learning a song impeccably after only doing 4 steps, listening to the song 4 times. It's in your brain. We'll discuss that later. I want to help you guys, you working guitar players, you working bass players, figure out a way to make sure that you can get the song across the finish line, support the singer in an emergency type situation. So, you guys study up on your Nashville numbers. It makes a huge difference because what I do is I write all the songs that we're going to be playing on a list, like a set list. If you don't have the set list, just write all the songs you're going to be playing, all the titles. Then write the key next to the title. And then verse, chorus. I put the chorus in a box. I make sure that all the changes fit on one line like a phone number. Now this is scary because you're not going to have the endings, you're not going to have the hits. You probably won't know how many bars of each chord. This is the problem. But you're making a cheat sheet so you can put this on the ground. Or you can put it somewhere where it's not like right in front of your face. Of course, if you have time to make a legit Nashville numbers chart for every single song, that's cool. Put it on your iPad. That's a new world. But if you want to, if this is like an original project or something, you want to make it look like it's a real band, this is my secret way, okay? So put all the songs on the list and then write the numbers changes next in one line. Got to fit on one line and be big enough so that you can see it down there, right? Write the key next to the song title. I recently hired this guy. For one, he didn't really learn the songs, but I would be counting off the song as I'm about to start singing. He asked me what key the song's in. I can't think of anything worse for somebody who's about to start singing than you to interrupt that moment where they're thinking about how the whole thing goes, asking them what key it's in. So, easy method. But you got to be hip on your Nashville numbers charts. You got to be hip on being able to figure stuff out really quick. So, stick around. I'm going to make another video really soon about how to learn a song impeccably. And that's for you cats out there who want to get called back. You want to show up to the audition and just kill it. On it, of course, you're not going to have the solo from the record, but you got to solo in some typical style. Maybe there's an effect like, oh, this one needs a tremolo. Yeah, this one needs a tremolo, so I make sure to push that. Just knowing the title and the key goes a long way with you guys. I just was talking about it before. If you're hired by somebody and you know the titles of the songs and what kind of happens in the song, definitely learn it impeccably so you know everything about the song. But even if you're in a pinch and you know the title and what key, so you're not asking, so it's not just like this blur of 10 different song titles, it really goes a long way with the singer to refer to the songs by their titles. That's a side note. All right, got all the songs, the titles, you got the keys, and you got the general changes, what's gonna happen in the song, and maybe the effect that you're gonna use. If you're on the bass, it might be like, oh, this one uses a pick, this one uses, more of a sweeter touch. You might even put little tiny note. Of course, it's got to be big enough so you can see it. But you might even put a little like layout until second verse, stuff like that. I would recommend listening to the songs all the way through. A lot of cats will just listen to the verse and the chorus and be like, I got it. Don't be that guy. Don't be the guy that goes, oh, it's just the blues in this key. It's just this. It's just this. If somebody's saying it's just, well, look out. Be wary because they are shitting on your songs. Okay? No song is just anything. Each song is a creation by one person, and if it's a style of music, there's a whole culture around it. Each artist has their own culture. So there I go, ranting again. But you guys are ready. You got the song listed. You got the songs listed. You got the changes, and you know the key. You can make it happen. You got to have big ears. Probably not going to remember like the second verse has an upbeat or there's an extra bar at the end of the second chorus. You might not remember that stuff. That's why you have big ears. We're going to go through that other method where you learn the song impeccably and you make a perfect chart. But for this type of emergency situation, it's all about the big ears. And this little cheat sheet is going to really, really set you off. And sadly, they might think that you're some kind of genius that may learn their song, because there's a lot of cats out there working right now that they can't play the same thing twice in a row. They don't know what they played and they're just riffing in some key. And you showed up and you actually kind of knew the changes and you hit the choruses hard when they came. It's gonna go a long way, you guys. Thanks for watching this video. Hope it gave you a quick little tip to keep the gig and keep working. I'm gonna make another video on how to learn a song impeccably, and I'm thinking about starting this little tribe of people who wanna work. We can all share ideas and support each other instead of the typical guitar players in the back of the room judging each other. We can actually get together and help each other, because when you really start working a lot on the guitar, it's not about competition. It's about finding colleagues and other people that are doing what you're doing and making a community. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Check out blackbeltmusician.com. Have a great weekend, guys.